This is Airport Central. Alight here for Perth Airport Terminals 1 and 2.
Hey guys, Justin here.
Passengers
I'm in
luggage are
Airport
asked to use the
Central
lift.
right now and ready for our another vlog here. Like, thank you so much, Perth train vlogger Zach, for this request here. Which, according to the caption, double A's. That's why we're gonna go from an A, which is Airport Central here, go to Aubin Grove on the Mandurah line. Now, we're on set 119, and I actually have one thing that I want to say really fast to all of you guys. Have you guys got so lucky that you got checked by the same transit officer 3 times? Yes, I've got checked on the airport line today for 3 times tickets, and 3 times are by the same transit officer. Oh, and he even recognized me actually. That transit officer literally recognized me. The first 2 times he didn't, of course, but right there when he started, when they got off at Airport Central, when he got on a highway and then started walking down the train and then started to check, and then as soon as he saw me, he was like, oh, like that. He even laughed as soon as he saw me. I was like, okay. Alright, we go to Aubin Grove. Now, if we get a Cockburn train, we will take the Cockburn train and then change to another normal train at Cockburn. If we don't get it, then we just normal train to Aubin Grove. Next station, Redcliffe. Alight at Redcliffe for bus services to Perth Airport's Terminals 1 and 2. Terminals 3 and 4.
Bus services to Perth Airport Terminals 3 and 4.
The tunnel lights are a little bit actually on. That's pretty funny. Into Redcliffe here. Change to 292 for Terminal 3 and 4, which is now by Perth Transit.
This is Redcliffe. Alight here for bus services to Perth Airport Terminals 3 and 4.
Now, it doesn't make sense that they switched 292 back to Perth, because for all of the 290 series, 290, 290, 291, 293, these 3 original routes is already available after airport line opens. They are all by Perth Transit. But it's just suddenly, randomly, for that stupid 292 that is actually by Swan. And the buses are also stolen from Perth. Just give the 22379, 2380 to Swan. But now they finally switch it back to Perth Transit, which is awesome because they can make it consistent. The 290 series are all by Perth Transit. And these luggage buses are back to the good old owners, so that's why it's good. Sorry guys, there's some people actually sitting very close by and we're literally staring, so that's why I'm just gonna lower down the camera for now. Plus I've actually lowered down the light intensity of my phone for a lot, so that's why usually people from far away shouldn't be able to see anything. I mean, even the people like behind me may be able to see something when I'm actually strong light. People at the front, of course, they don't know, and I'm having headphones on, so just also I'm watching a video or something, or like doing some phone call or anything. Just need to get out from the tunnel, then we should be good. And also my fingers are always pressing on the screen. So that's why it just looks like I'm actually touching the screen and using some things instead of actually doing anything else. It's just a tunnel section, there's nothing in here. I made it out. Nice shots here, really nice. Next is Bayswater. Skipping. Next station, Meltham. Change at Meltham for Midland line services. Oh wait, I forgot that thing. Next station, Meltham. Then all stations to Perth. Change at Meltham for Midland line services. Still not used to this announcements, but next station, Meltham. Then all stations to Perth. Change at Meltham for Midland line services. I passing through Bayswater here. Now I don't expect that actually on the train channel there will be too many requests, but bus channel is clearing out very quickly. Now the requests will be filmed. They're filmed, but they won't be actually released very quickly, like right after I film, because I have a lot of time. So why not just store them behind? They will be eventually released. So that's why. Just wait until that point. The form will reopen when I've cleared out enough requests that's actually pretty empty, then you can request again. Like I said, the request form, when it reopens, I will not give you any notifications because it's on you to check. If you want to request, that is your response. That is your thing to go ahead and check out whether the request form is open. So that's why I will just reopen the form, but I'm not going to tell you guys, okay? If you want to request and when you go and check the form is open, go ahead and request. When I open it and you guys didn't check and then just suddenly ask me when the form is closed again already, and you said, oh, what happened to the form? Isn't it open? No, it's no longer open because you didn't check earlier. There's a new bridge.
Next station, Meltham. Then all stations to Perth. Change at Meltham for Midland line services.
Made to Meltham here. Where's the 44? Oh, there it is. Up, down, 000 though. Doesn't show 44. What is that number? 1HIS115. Okay. Of course, another X-Trans Perth bus. NH.
This is Meltham.
Now the only
Change
two.
here for Midland line services.
The only two NH that's actually in service right now for technically Trans-Perth routes. That one's technically not a Trans-Perth route. It's because it's just by Horizons West.
Doors closing.
But it's run behind. It's basically Trans-Perth taking the back seat and Horizons West using their buses. But those counts as NH, so those are the two NH. This is the only route that we're having NH in service. The other routes, all of the normal Trans-Perth green NH should be gone. Oh, is that Dave? Not so sure. I always said when I see an old dude driving 44, I was like, is that Dave? From Perth Bus Info. Next station, Maylands. There goes a Midland Line train. Now this one's to Claremont, it's not a
Next
Perth one
station,
because
Maylands.
for the withdrawal section times are gone already. The withdrawal time is around 10 to 12. Around this period, there will be random airport trains terminating at Perth and then getting withdrawn back into the depot, while the depot send out fresh trains to continue to Claremont. So for those airport line trains that just terminate at Perth, at all these midline stations, they are all considered as just a midline train, not an airport line train. Here are Maylands.
This is Maylands. Doors closing.
It's been a while since I've been to Maylands. I've eaten here once, but that's basically it. Not too many things to actually do here, so technically Perth is like overall pretty boring. Not too many things to do here in Perth. It's just when I'm actually a train and bus enthusiast, I can go around and take buses for my joy. All of my friends from schools, they already went back to their home country for holiday. Next station, Mount Lawley. I'm worried that my freaking headphone is going to scratch the coat, so.
Next station, Mount Lawley.
They also need to extend all of these platforms to 6 cars. Now, all these above ground stations, they're easy to manage for 6 cars if they want to extend the platform. They just go ahead and remove the barrier at the end of the platform and continue building concrete over there, past that point. But the hardest one will be Subiaco.
This is Mount Lawley. Please mind the gap.
I literally have no idea how TransPerth can actually expand the tunnel and also expand the platforms of Subiaco station. Literally have no idea. Really, no idea. Because that thing is underground. Literally both ends of the platform are already connected to the tunnel. So how are they going to do that? They're going to break the tunnel? That is going to be a big project for Subiaco to be actually extended to 6 cars. All of the other stations are already 6 cars underground. It's just Subiaco is not, so. East Perth is also 6 cars. Next station, East Perth. Oh, I thought that's a C series driving over here. No, it's just a B series. I thought it was a C series. No, it's just a B series. It's at 103.
East Perth.
I saw that train head. I was like, oh, is that a C series driving over here? No, that's just a freaking B series. Unfortunately, Thorney to Cockburn link is not open. If Thorney to Cockburn link is opened already, then I would just take Thorney to Cockburn link at Claysbrook all the way to Cockburn, then change to Mandurah line. With more lines opening, especially with the Thorney to Cockburn link, things can be easily changed for my strategy when I film the vlog. So I don't need to go to Perth every single time like this. Not like every time that we need to go to Perth, but it's just we can change inside the suburbs instead of actually touching the CBD. Because even if we're not changing at Perth, we're changing at Claysbrook or Mackay. These are basically inside CBD.
This is East Perth.
But with Thorney to Cockburn link, you don't even need to go to the city at all to change trains. You just take between Thorney and Cockburn.
station, Claysbrook.
Next station, Bayswater. Now, someone actually said that the last time the shutdown for the East Perth to Perth shutdown, they're fixing this part, but apparently, oh no, they're not fixing this part. I don't know which part they're fixing. They said they need to fix. They need to fix this part with the speed limit, but they didn't fix at all. It's still a slow speed over there. I wonder if we're gonna see the C-Series again. There will be train testing for the C-Series down in Mandurah very soon. And the funny thing is they actually did a test before they actually do the train testing. That's the bullshit part. Literally, that's the bullshit part right there. They actually did a test to see whether the C-Series can fit down there before they do the C-Series train testing. According to Mark, he said it's like, this is actually a test for the train. This is a test for a test.
This is Claysbrook.
Which is so dumb. And there's also some of the W patterns ready to go from the depot over there. Because those are 6-car trains. So, should be ready to go. I think change of drivers as well. Yep. Always at Claysbrook towards Perth direction. There's change of drivers. And here's a train to Perth here, Perth C. And usually there should be an Armada one coming in. This is always the perfect timing. Basically, since this train leaves, the Armada one should come in. Alright, here we go. Leaving Claysbrook. Next station, Wycombe. And since this train finished and leaves the station, there should be an Armada one on the outside. There's a 6-car train ready for W patterns. Set 104. Oh, there's the Armada one. I just took set 104 today in the morning. And it's on the airport line, so it's a 3-car train. But it's already getting withdrawn, and probably during the middle of the day, with the Claremont, Perth airport line changing of trains, 104 went back to the depot and buying with the second set. And Wycombe. Claremont.
This is Wycombe.
This is Wycombe.
Doors closing.
I don't know why that lady needs to come over here to my door and actually exit. Like, what the hell? Their door's literally at the back. If you push me out of the way to press the button, like, what the hell? Now, I know I'm standing next to the button, it might be blocking it, but there's another door at the back. Why not just use that one? This is Perth, pressing the button. Next station, Perth.
Next station, Perth.
This train runs from Perth to Claremont, stopping at all stations. Oh, that. Actually, it's been a while since this announcement. Next station, Perth. This train runs from Perth to Claremont, stopping at all stations. That's such a funny announcement. The voice is so high up. What the hell? This train runs from Perth to Claremont, stopping at all stations. What is that train over there? Oh, that's just the thorny one. Okay. I was like, why stopping there? That made it to Perth. This train runs from Perth to Claremont, stopping at all stations. The 6-car will run through in the middle very soon. We'll head down to the Mandurah line platform and see whether there's a W pattern. There should be W patterns. Next train to Fremantle, 10 minutes. Alright, Perth. Now we go down to Underground. Well, taking the lift here, and I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the train just left, so... That's a Mandurah train, so that's why we'll take the Cockburn one, which is coming in 5 minutes. Passengers for Cockburn Central, your next service departs. Your next service from platform 2 departs in 5 minutes. This service runs all stations to Cockburn Station. Be careful up here, right? Cockburn! Fresh train! Nice! Completely empty. Hey, there it goes. Empty train. I didn't check the set though. That sucks. Empty train. Nice. It's not even like a K pattern. Let's start from Claremont, then change to a W. Nope. It's just a empty train that comes fresh out. Nice.
From Perth to Cockburn Central, stopping at all stations.
This train runs from Perth to Cockburn Central, stopping at all stations. Nice. Let's do it. It's at 95 here. Alright, that's a terrible window over there. What the hell is with that window? So many scratches on there. We'll take to Cockburn on this train, which is a very empty train right now. I don't know whether we'll get more people, but we just terminated in Cockburn, so I don't think we're actually going to have a lot of people for this train. And this train is fresh from the depot, so that's why there are no passengers on board from Joondalup line.
Next station, Elizabeth Quay.
Next station, Elizabeth Quay. Of Key, and the actually thing is right now it's actually pretty unfair for the Joondalup ones because the Mandurah one has Cockburn Central trains a little bit like an hour early than the Whitford's train, so that's why on the outside is 10 minutes per train, this side is 5 minutes per train, so that's why. So a little unfair because it starts to be rush hours, but this train is going to hit Cockburn. It's going to be Whitford's back, so that's why the first train will be this one. I think this is actually still a little early for W patterns. I think this is the first W patterns, or maybe there's already some other W patterns already made it through. I don't know.
Next station, Canning Bridge.
But I think this is the first one. I think this is the first one because there's literally no one on it. So I don't know whether that actually explains anything, but I think this is the first one. I don't know. It's around 1:45. So. What's the time now? 2 o'clock. So yeah, around 1:45 for this things. 1:55, 1:50 around there. Next station, Canning Bridge. Alight at Canning Bridge for bus services to Curtin University. Now the W patterns overall full journey I have filmed already before with the W pattern full journey from Cockburn to Whitfords. I have filmed that already, so you can go and check that journey out. It is a pretty fun one. There are some decent announcements at Whitfords, but not on Cockburn. The Whitfords announcement is like, change alight at Whitfords for all stations to Butler. Something like that. But for Cockburn Central it doesn't say anything, it just said, this service terminates here in peace. Now we're actually going to Aubin Grove, so actually last time when we did the Aubin Grove, we didn't did the Aubin Grove, but last year we filmed Mandurah line shutdown with the trains terminating Aubin Grove, the train running on the wrong side of the tracks, and with the 909, 949. the Sunday, I think a few Sundays, no, 2 Sundays before, the line did again the same thing, which is Elizabeth Quay to Aubin Grove shut down, which the 909 and 949 are back. We're back. Again, the 949 runs straight express on Grenada Freeway to Aubin Grove Station, while the 909 stops all stations to Aubin Grove from Elizabeth Quay, which is terrible, but you need it, so we stop at all the stations. And then since they hit Aubin Grove, we go into the train station with Lakelands this time, with the very stupid LA pattern. So we are still having LS patterns right now, which is so dumb. But this is a W pattern, so it's a W pattern, it's not an LS, so basically LSW, LSW, oh my gosh. But on that thing is LA, because it's Lakeland stopping, Aubin Grove terminating, so that's why it's LA. And also this sign doesn't say Aubin Grove for some of the other stations. Apparently with the pattern LA added in, they just short form the word Grove and make it Aubin Grove. Aubin Grove. GRV. Doesn't even say Grove, Aubin Grove. And then the trains running on the runway are the exact same thing. They didn't actually change anything. It's just until Rockingham, they cross back over. So, but the good thing is this time, after so many shutdowns with similar things, they have set up finally the display, the train head desto for Aubin Grove. They have the sign. They have the train head display saying Aubin Grove instead of actually like last year. Last year they did this. They don't have Aubin Grove, so that's why they just put it up like special. Or they still just put up Perth on the train head. But now they have put up the Aubin Grove train head display. And also the awesome announcements, which they have set it up already. Which I didn't do any videos on that day for trains. I'm gonna do all of the announcements right now. Very awesome. This train runs from Aubin Grove to Mandurah, stopping at all stations. That's very smooth, that announcement. I really like that one. Really making sure that's actually correct. And it's actually, I don't know, is it the first time that actually something like this? Yeah, it's the first time that actually they have a train announcement saying that the train doesn't go to Perth. Last time for the Midland and Airport Line shutdown, they just go to East Perth, but they didn't have the announcement. So they basically, the train still just said go to Perth for the announcement. But this time, last time, when the train shut down on Mandurah line, they for real had the announcement that the train only runs from between Aubin Grove and Mandurah. So that's the first time ever that the announcement for this train runs from somewhere to somewhere that actually doesn't have Perth in it, which is actually very awesome. This train runs from Aubin Grove to Mandurah, stopping at all stations. And the other way is also cool too. This train runs from Mandurah to Aubin Grove, stopping at all stations. Oh man, I like that a lot. Canning Bridge.
Next station, Canning Bridge.
Now technically if you actually...
Canning Bridge for bus services to Curtin University.
Now technically if you actually don't have traffic jam, the 949 should be exactly the same time as the freaking trains. You should not have any difference between the 949 and the trains if they literally don't stop at any train station. It's just like the 949 just run express. It should literally is the same thing because the bus would literally just run along there and it's just basically next to the train tracks. So basically it's just running express through next to the train tracks. Without traffic jam, it should be a very similar time. And also it doesn't need to stop too.
This is Canning Bridge. Alight here
Canning
for
Bridge
bus
here.
services to Curtin University. Doors closing.
And then they also have that Aubin Grove terminating announcement. The next station, Aubin Grove, where this service terminates. They actually have this now. Last year doesn't have this. And we also have, this is Aubin Grove.
Bull Creek.
This service terminates here. And also that train when I took the Sunday, on that Sunday, the train driver made an announcement, but the signal sounds before the driver actually talks is different from what we actually usually heard. Usually it's dang dang dang, something like that, yeah. But on that day it's different. It's dang dang dang. I'm not joking. I heard that from my ears. Dong, dong, dong. Something like that. It's like Hong Kong MTR. The sounds. Hong Kong MTR. Something like that. But on that day, and then the driver just goes, next station is Aubin Grove. This train service will terminate you. There are train replacement buses from Aubin Grove taking you to the city, stopping at all stations. Thank you. That driver was pretty cool making that announcement. Unfortunately, he forgot about that. They're Express 949, and he just said the train replacement buses will be stopping at all stations, take you to the city. Which you can take the 949 on that day to go to the city. Which on that day, someone actually took the 909 and took the wrong way. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they took the 909 and they took the wrong way. Literally, they took the wrong way. Are you serious with that? Mount Henry Bridge? Yeah, they took that lady took the wrong way at Cockburn. He boarded the bus. I'm going back to Canning Bridge. I'm taking to Perth direction. And he took the Perth direction. He took one stop, and then he found something wrong. And she found something wrong, and then she asked the driver, "Is this going to Mandurah?" And then the driver just had to ask her to get off at Fiona Stanley Hospital and walk back over. Oh my gosh, that really sucks. Because the 909 is one of the worst routes to actually take the wrong way. Literally the worst. If you do other train replacement routes, also not too bad, but not the 909, man. Next station, Bull Creek. The system kind of bucked up there. One of the speakers maybe just died right there. Bull Creek here. Okay. Gas bus running down, 2048, running down the highway. That's by TransDef, that bus. Basically all of the routes down here, I mean at Cockburn, past Cockburn. Cockburn, there are still actually Swan routes. But Aubin Grove, down from Aubin Grove all the way down south, all by TransDef. And also the Fremantle section. That's basically where TransDef runs. And then for the Morley, Claremont areas by Path, of course. And all of the north parts, and also some of the Swans, like Swan River Valley sections, all these by Swan. So basically Swan still have the most routes in my opinion. Really. Swan still had most of the routes because Swan had all of the routes is up north. I mean technically it should be like pretty much evenly distributed, but I still think Swan has the most routes.
Next station, Murdoch. Alight at Murdoch for Fiona Stanley Hospital and bus services to Murdoch University.
Next station, Murdoch. Alight at Murdoch for Fiona Stanley Hospital and bus services to Murdoch University. Now, what I can say is, they said actually here at the station you can take buses to Murdoch University. Exactly, that's what it is. Because in Murdoch, there are 5 routes for you to go to Murdoch University from Murdoch station. 5 routes. I'm not joking. 5 routes goes down to Murdoch University, which is the 204, 205, 206, and 207, and the 998. All 5 routes go down to Murdoch University, which is, they said, have bus services to go to Murdoch University. That's exactly what it is. But in freaking Canning Bridge, only the freaking 100 and the 101, only 2. And the services and the frequency are pretty trash too. Even in rush hours, like school releasing hours, like 10 minutes per bus. While over there, it's like 5 routes, immediately have a bus every single like minute.
Murdoch. Alight at Murdoch for Fiona Stanley Hospital and bus services to Murdoch University.
Especially the 206 is actually pretty frequent. So, and there are also random 998 deviations. The 998 deviations, deviating term, the short circle route trips are really hard to remember because they can literally terminate at anywhere they want for the deviating circle routes trips. Some of them terminate at Stirling, some of them terminate at Morley, none of them terminate at Bayswater, but some of them terminate at Oak Street. Some of them, of course, will terminate, I don't know where they're Curtin, but they will terminate some at Willington, Southlands.
This is Murdoch.
that's basically what it is. This is Cockburn, which will be the terminus for this train. Literally empty right now, the train, and then to wait for another one later on. Just one more station to Aubin Grove. Thank you so much, Zach, for this request here. Last time I saw you actually sitting in some of these seats here. So, I don't know what is this set actually. I don't remember. But last time when like two weeks ago, we met each other. We didn't talk too much because you were filming, so I didn't want to interrupt your filming. So, and I just got out of Warmborough to go and film. Another gas bus running down. I can't see the number down. 19 something.
Central, where this service terminates.
Next station, Cockburn Central, where this service terminates. You see that window over there? So much junk. What is that? Too much scratches. Well, we need to get off, so just press the button. There will be staff on the platform kicking us out, so be careful. And we'll wait for the next Aubin Grove, the next train to Aubin Grove. And also take a look at the Thornley to Cockburn Link platform. This is a long section, so it'll still take a while. We got some more stuff here during the winter. Any special stuff? There are 2 days that Showground Station will opens. Oh, nice. Oh, that's just the W Day one. It's past it. Free travel. And also there are FIFA Women's World Cup. Yes, this year is the FIFA Women's World Cup 2023. Last year it was the male. And this year we have... Is it in Australia? Oh man, it might be actually held in Australia this year for the Women's World Cup. I'm not so sure, but I don't think it is. But there is actually one section right there at HBF Park. Starts Saturday. Oh yes, it is then. Then it is in Australia for this year's Women's World Cup. We'll see whether we can go to some of the matches. But last time it was in France. For the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup. 2018 is the male one, it's the men's one, which is in Russia. And then 2022 was in Qatar. But the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup was in France, and then we have the 2023 Women's World Cup. Where is it at? Is it Australia? Australia and New Zealand. Nice. It is jointly hosted by Australia and New Zealand. Nice! I don't know when I can go to some of the matches, but I might go and watch some of them. If I have time, because it's starting at July 22, which is semester... Which is just the start of the semester. That's so unfortunate. Oh man, it's an HBF Park, so that's like every single day there will be freaking...
Next station, Cockburn Central, where this service terminates.
Where's HBF Park? Oh, it's near Claremont. Will there be special services running over there for buses? Or they just open showground stations for like every single day? Here we are at Cockburn with the platform here. Definitely have built extra here. Definitely way better here. Now, I believe when this thing opens, the B series should not be running on it. I think it should be still A series running on this thing. Got set 62 over there. That's an empty train, so that's from Cockburn. Oh, that's not really actually too empty, but that's probably a Cockburn train. I'm gonna check on the info. No info is back here, unfortunate. Well, getting off time, not end of the vlog yet, because we need to go to Aubin Grove. This is just Cockburn. So I'm gonna take one more stop, one more station, with the next train. And here are the stops here, kicking people out. Anyone forgot to get off? And there's the dong dong dong, dong dong dong. Terminating trains. Please do not board. When the staff is ready to come back out, they're just gonna raise their hand and tell the driver. Here comes the staff coming back out. There he goes. and raise the hands,
For your cooperation.
and then the door will close because the driver knows the front. And there that goes. Let's send this train out. And we'll wait. Oh, whether this thing is gonna leave immediately, I'm not so sure. But hey, screw it. Let's just go and wait for the next train to Aubin Grove. One more stop.
Your next service starts in 9 minutes.
And here's our train to Mandurah. Set 71. That's a lot of people because this one's to Mandurah instead of just Cockburn. So get it back here. Forgot the set. 102, 71, and 102. Okay. But 102 is the ones that's back here, and we'll take here. I've taken so many set 100s today. Jesus.
Please mind the gap. Doors closing.
Next station, Aubin Grove. And another slowdown.
Next station, Aubin Grove.
And almost at Aubin Grove. Now Aubin Grove, the bus terminus for Aubin Grove is a little bit far because of the stations in the middle of the highway here.
Aubin Grove.
So that's why the bus station is actually over there where the houses are, which is just over there. So that's why the last time the buses terminates at over there, which is a pretty good spot for them to terminate because it's pretty big and wide open with decent amount of routes here. All of the routes here are pretty garbage, but there are routes here, so which the most used probably is going to be the 535 or 536 or the Atwell routes. And here we are, Aubin Grove. Send this guy out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe, click the bell so that you can get notifications when I post. Check out the links in the description down below for my other channels and my Instagram. Click on these videos up top, and peace.